Okay, we got the Oddballs, is that right? Oddballs. And what's the name of this team over here?
Party Dogs.
Party Dogs. How did that name come about?
Well, we kind of came up with it when we were at World, because we didn't really have a team name, but it came from our skit.
Came from your skit. And what was your skit about?
It was about a dog, basically, and there was a dog catcher that came up to her, and she had to figure out, should I bite the dog catcher and run away, or should I just let her catch me? And her conscience, the flea, told her, he's like, well, you could bite him, or you could let him catch you, but she ends up biting him, and she goes through a rough time.
Oh, yeah, biting is not a good thing, is it? No. Tell us your name and how old you are.
I'm Rachel Walden, and I'm 10 years old.
Wonderful. And I suppose you go to Hackler?
Yes.
All right, great school. You are?
Bella Bevel, and I am 10.
Tell us what you thought about the experience. Did you have a good time? Was it challenging? Did you argue like they did argue?
Well, this experience was really nice, and yes, we did argue a little bit because, well, we got so close. We just sometimes...
Yeah, it happens when you're close working together, isn't it? Did you have fun?
Yes, I had a ton of fun.
Wonderful. And you are?
Grace Beckham, and I'm 9 right now, but I will be 10 tomorrow.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
So what did you think about the experience?
Well, I thought it's a great experience to have behind you, because with all the different ways you could solve a problem, it gives you that little moment where you're like, well, I could solve it this way, but oh wait, I solved it another way a while ago. Maybe I could solve it a different way.
So it made you think about different ways to solve problems.
Yes.
Was it fun?
Yes, it was more than fun. It was just an awesome experience.
Where all did you go? You said Iowa. Did you go someplace else besides Iowa?
We went to Pocahontas first, and then we went to Mayflower, and then we went to Ames.
Wow, you've world travelers now, right? Get your passport stamped. And tell us your name.
Jackson Yates.
And how old are you?
10.
And tell us what you thought about the whole thing. You've got some guys here with you. For a minute, I thought maybe you were outnumbered by the gals, but it looks like you got some guys.
That'd be awful.
What did you think of the whole thing? Did you have fun? Was it challenging? What did you think?
It was very challenging. We had a lot of different problems to solve before we could get to our goal.
What kind of problems did you have to solve to get to your goal?
We only have 8 minutes to perform, and we have to have certain things in the problem in our skit, and we had to solve them all in there, or else we wouldn't have gotten to World at all. We wouldn't have gotten to State.
Wow. Well, congratulations. You've accomplished a lot. And you are?
Sophia Mindshausen, and I'm 10 years old.
Okay. What did you think of this whole thing?
First of all, it kept my mind busy instead of what I would normally do at home.
And what would you normally do at home, or should I even ask that question?
Watch TV or play computer games.
Okay. So did you have a good time? Did you learn something new? Did you think about people in a different way?
Definitely, because I learned that it is half harder and half easier to work with other people.
Ah, good observation, good comment. Isn't that the truth? Mm-hmm. Half harder, half easier. Anything else that you liked about it, or that was different or fun? How was Iowa?
It was kind of rainy when we were there, and very windy.
Very windy. That's what Iowa's all about, isn't it? Cornfields, yeah. Okay, and your name?
I'm Gannon Connolly, and I'm 10 years old.
Okay, you must have some expertise in this, so what did you think of the whole thing?
It was actually pretty interesting at first, because being paired up with all these creative kids, it was actually a pretty good experience.
You said the word creative. You're telling me these are creative kids?
Yes, ma'am.
Ah. Are you in that group too?
Yes, ma'am.
What makes you creative?
Being able to, build stuff out of trash, because I'm one of the technical guys in our skit.
The techno guy speaks out, so watch out for that. Congratulations, that's great. And we don't want to forget about you back here.
My name is Tanner Conley, and I'm 9 years old.
Okay, 9. Are you the youngest one in this crowd? 4th grader. Whoa.
I'm the only 4th grader, or I'm going into 4th, and while everybody's going into 5th. So it's kind of hard being the only one that's lower because, like, people always, like, think that you're, like, not really that creative, but whenever you really are, you, like, stand out, and that, like, you're not much of a, like, lower person anymore.
Right, you're not a lower person. You're just younger, just a little bit younger. You wait, you'll catch them in a couple years, won't you? Okay, we got a head coach back here, I heard.
Sandra Connolly, and Gannon and Tanner are my 2 kids.
Wonderful, wonderful. And tell us about the experience for you.
It was an amazing experience. I absolutely love working with all these kids and just watching them, how far they've come along as far as a team, and being able to work together and problem solve was just amazing. I mean, the things that you can present to them and they just automatically figure it out. It's amazing to watch.
You know, one word she used that I like a lot is team. You work together as a team. That got you to be very successful, and it's good to hear that word. And we got back the assistant coach, I heard, is hiding back here by the lights.
Anita Meinshausen, and Sophia is my daughter, although I think of all these kids as mine.
Wonderful. Well, tell us about your experience with this.
It's been an amazing ride. It's been a roller coaster ride, and I've been blown away from the very first meeting of this team, and just getting to see how their minds work and how they work together, and sometimes against each other, but yet that lends to more creativity in the end, and I couldn't be prouder of all of them.
Well, you should be very proud, and I keep hearing the word team and the word creative, and those are really wonderful things to talk about, that's for sure. Congratulations to all of you.
What a great accomplishment. Let's
Wow.
give yourself a round of applause.
Yeah.
And we're going to take another break, and when we come back, we'll be talking with Ruth Apollonia. She's a budding young author, and we'll be talking to her about her book. Stay with us.